Everyone has to sit down first.
Oh,
All right.
my apologies, Your Honor. My apologies.
I'm gonna be walking around a lot because I'm recording. I'm cameraman.
You should only go
Layla,
like on
Layla has to call up
way.
the prosecuting lawyer first.
Here's your gavel. Don't ask me why I had.
We have
Oh,
a. Oh,
Oh, okay,
there's
wait.
a bell. There's a bell to be your gavel, by the way. I put that
Oh,
there.
oh, that's no. You have to hit it with the gavel.
Yeah, that. Hit the bell with the gavel.
Hi. I didn't do anything
The
at
judge
all.
is coming.
Why is the
Everyone,
judge a chicken?
the queen is coming to judge. You
okay. I
must
said
all bow.
That's
Bow for
not.
the
Oh,
queen.
period.
I have one monarch, and that monarch is the monarch of the universe.
No, that's actually Rhonda Swanson. She's the monarch of the universe, but very safe.
It's an
The monarch
attempt.
of the universe is Jesus.
Layla should know that. Layla didn't get my
okay.
joke.
Low key, I don't know how to run a court.
I got
It's like,
you.
it's like
Call up the
babysitting. It's like
prosecuting.
babysitting. And you've never done that.
Do what?
It's like babysitting. You've never done that.
I've never seen a court trial before.
Okay,
I
your
guess
royal
Steve is scammed.
highness, may I come forth?
Oh, look at
Yes.
Royal what now?
Hey, put that
Today we
away.
meet.
Hey, put that away. Okay.
Oh, sorry. Today we meet on the premise of the removal and or relocation of Bryson's mob farm.
Yep.
The community has decided it is an eyesore and must go or must be relocated.
Which I do think that there's definitely benefit in having a mob farm. I just
Uh,
we don't like the massive shadow that it casts on the island. So what
Didn't
if we
even get
move it over
Hey,
Your
like
Honor,
the
may I come forth?
jungle? Yes.
Your Honor, may I come forth?
Yes.
Hey, armor off, please.
You must
Armor
address
off
it
in the
as royal.
courtroom.
Okay. First of all,
he's not listening.
that is a public farm. It is not just
Objection,
mine.
Your Honor!
It is for
Objection!
Your Honor. May I call Ben to the witness stand?
Who? Ben?
Yeah.
Ben. Yes, I'm calling Ben
Hey.
to the witness stand.
Yes.
Your Honor, there's a problem.
What?
He keeps
worry
trying
about
to
it, don't
shoot
worry.
me.
Don't worry.
What?
He's threatening to shoot
Ben.
people.
Ben.
Don't
Did
Don't
you
tell people
earlier
in
today
court.
use my mob farm?
Kill.
Yes. But that is not why I'm
Oh.
objecting.
I appreciate the
All
head
right.
gestures.
Well, that's all the questions.
Okay. Your Honor, may I speak?
Yes, you can.
It may be for the community. But I did get yelled at for trying to use it earlier. And I
Okay.
must say that.
Your Honor, if I may, this is true. I did get yelled at. I did yell at him. Bro, please move. I did. Cody, please go sit down.
Cody's recording, bruh.
He's the
Shut your
cameraman.
mouth.
Yeah, I'm the cameraman.
He's
I can
not
do what I
here.
want.
Okay. So, yes, I did yell at him, but only because he did not respond to me, and I was planning on using it. I believe, as the owner
Your
of the
Honor,
mob farm,
this is not the reason why we're here.
I am talking,
Okay.
Ben.
Okay, hold on. No interrupting whenever someone is talking. Okay.
Okay.
You will not
Thank you,
speak
Your
unless I call upon you. Okay.
I believe, as the owner of the mob farm, I have full right to kick people out whenever I want to use it myself. I built that. It took me like 2 hours to build. It's a lot of hard work.
Okay, so I do think.
Your Honor,
Oh, what?
that is not why we are talking about this. We are talking about this because we have decided that it must be moved because it is useful and people will use it, but it is sort of an eyesore to the community and it is right in the middle of town center.
Yes. So I do think now since Bryson does want to keep this mob farm, obviously other people can use it, but he would like it for more to himself since he built it. Since it took him around 2 hours to build, I think that we should move it to a different location, but we all like work together to move it so that it won't take another like multiple hours to build because that would be kind of annoying. So I do think that it is kind of it is kind of weird just in the middle of our like town center area. So if we move it over to the jungle, we can all help to move it and then we can use it as
Your
Amen.
Honor,
Here,
if
here.
I may, um, it's very convenient to be right in town center. It would take people quite a while to be able to get there if we moved it further away from the village. But being in town center, it's just so easy to access. Sure, it's an
Your Honor.
eyesore, but I believe I believe in an efficiency over beauty.
Your Honor,
Okay. Yes.
might I add that it is not that we like usefulness, but we also like beauty because remember we will be living here for a full year, and an
That
ugly
is
world
solid.
is not a happy world.
Okay, I do think well it is very very useful so we don't have to move it obviously super super far. I just do think we should put it in more of a foresty area and what we could do is we could also work to build a bridge to it across the water so that we can access it immediately on the other island.
Yes, whoever said that, amen.
And we
Lord
all
baby
work
Jesus.
that was me.
Whoever said that, she said that.
What?
Wait, who's me?
No, Kyle
Layla,
said
I
Earth
did.
without
Oh,
art
okay.
is just eh.
Oh yeah.
I think we should all work together to move it at least off of the center island. We can still have it close by, but we can build a bridge to it and everything. But I think we should work as a community to move it, and then we can all use it. But it's not right in the way of everything else.
Justice plays, if I may.
Yeah.
Is there? Sorry, I'm approaching court. Is there a middle ground? Is there something other than going to the entirely different biome of the jungle and not being in the dead center of the town hall, so it does not ruin the beauty of our like downtown, but also is slightly more efficient than putting it in an entirely different biome? Can we put it somewhere
Well,
midway?
That is
um,
true. Well, yeah. Well, yeah. If we move it, we need to move it close by. I don't want it to be like a super long trek to get there. Like we need to have it accessible and close by. So we don't have to move it into the jungle. That was just an option.
Your Honor,
Yes.
might I suggest a solution in which maybe we build it somewhere close by, but make it look very pretty, and then
You know
it's
what?
not a
You know
problem
what?
for
After we
anyone.
build it, then you can make it look as pretty as you want. How about that?
Okay.
How about it's my mom farm? So
You,
no.
you mean like how they decorate like cell phone towers to look like trees?
Yeah,
No,
but
no.
instead we make the mob farm look like a teddy bear
Cool.
We're gonna
or
make a
something.
twelve-story teddy bear.
So we're gonna be
Not
killing
a bunch of
monsters
rocks.
inside of a teddy bear. Is that what you're saying?
Well, it doesn't have to be a teddy bear. It's just we could put it somewhere close by, but make it look pretty, so that it doesn't.
Okay.
It isn't obvious what
But
it is.
this was originally Bryson's mob farm. So Bryson, would you agree to making it look prettier, or do you want to keep it as is?
I don't really know what Ben's definition of prettier is, but I don't really know how to make that prettier.
My, Your
Or
Honor,
pretty at all. I'm speaking right now. And I think it would also be more efficient to just replace the blocks. I've already mined out everything, so.
Well, yeah, we would use the same blocks to rebuild it. Obviously, like we just tear it down and move it.
Well, then we can't really make it
Your
pretty.
Honor.
The
Your
closest
Honor.
thing we can do is make them into polished forms of the current blocks.
Bryson, Your Honor, my
What?
definition of pretty is just looking like in order built in a way that it looks like the rest of our town instead of a huge hump of rocks up in the sky casting a large shadow over the village.
Okay, I have an idea. Okay, what if? So we don't have to move it over to the jungle. We can just shift it over a little bit to the side, so it's not just in the dead center. And then we will literally just tear it down, use the same blocks to build it back up, and then Ben, if you want, you can make it look pretty on the end.
Wait, Your Honor, though,
Bell, you're here.
Bryson,
Huh.
does it have to be all the way up there?
Yes.
That is true. It is very tall.
According to the tutorial I looked at, yes, it does. Who's breaking that? Please stop breaking that.
I'm not actually breaking it. I'm just bored.
Yeah, apparently it has something to do with mob spawning, so yes, it does do that. I think it's.
Does it have to do with mobs just not spawning constantly?
I think it has to do with because you're so high up, mobs on the ground won't spawn if you're like up there. I think that's what it is.
That's smart, actually. That's actually smart. Okay, how about guys? We will keep the height of it. We will use the same blocks that we tore. Like so, everything. So it'll look identical to what it looks like now. We will just shift it over, and then Ben, you can make it look pretty.
Okay.
Is this a good idea? Do we agree?
Agreed.
Yes.
Agreed.
I don't want Ben to make it pretty. I don't trust what he'll do to it.
What I mean by pretty is not what it is right now.
Okay.
Yes.
Court dismissed.
People agree that it doesn't
All
look
right,
great.
let's go tear it down. Everyone get your torches and pitchforks.
Oh shoot.
All right.